Hi, my name is Many of you might know about Peter Parker, the average looking college kid whose looks are miles away from intimidating. Yet, we all know that he is also the wall-crawling superhero Spider-Man, who is agile, who is quick, and who is powerful enough to give the heavyweights around a run for their money. It's a similar kind of story with the Triumph Street Triple S. This new avatar of the Street Triple S is lighter, sharper, and as ferocious as an arrow from the bow of Artemis herself. When it comes to looks, there is no other naked bike in this segment that looks as sharp and as thrilling as the Street Triple S. It borrows a lot of design cues from its elder brother, the Speed Triple. The instantly recognizable twin headlamps up front are something that you will either love or hate. I am on the former side. The side profile of the Street Triple S can be described as sleek and streamlined. The rear only steps it up by another notch, as the tail lamp is pointy and tapers off towards the inside of the frame. The bike is a beauty from every angle. One thing that bothered me was the side stand, which, due to being positioned a little too close to the foot pegs and being the same color as the foot pegs, can be a bit hard to find when you want to swing it open. The instrument panel at the front is a mix of an LCD display on the left and an analog RPM gauge to the right. You can view things like your current speed, fuel level, riding mode, settings, trip distance, current gear, and more on the helpful LCD panel, which is legible even under a burning hot sun. The Street Triple S is not just meant to go fast in your neighborhood. It is also meant to make you ravage the city streets at your own discretion. This is apparent the moment you twist the accelerator and the bike goes beyond 6,000 RPM. The force is enough to jerk you back while the bike pounces ahead like a hungry tiger. The 3 cylinders have a total displacement of 765 cubic centimeters, and it's a liquid-cooled engine, so you won't be worried about roasting your legs. The bike has a total power output of 111.4 horsepower and 73 Newton meters of torque, both coming up high in the rev range at 11,250 and 10,421 RPM respectively. This immense power is further aided by the lightweight of the bike and is available to the rider via the ride-by-wire throttle, resulting in an experience that is beyond thrilling yet refined. For the most part, it is a delight to shift the 6-speed transmission, but there are times when engaging the first gear can be a hit or a miss. Let's face it guys, in cities as crowded as Delhi, by the time we reach the third gear on bikes like these, we would have already reached the next traffic signal. But here's the beautiful part about the Street Triple S. It is a pleasure to ride this bike even at lower speeds, and that is thanks to the dry weight of just 166 kilograms. I mean, if a thin guy like me can ride it, then so can you. Even while crawling at speeds as low as 8 to 10 kilometers per hour, I did not feel the need to keep my foot down for balancing myself, and at high speeds as well, the bike holds itself really well, allowing you to change lanes with immense amount of confidence. With great speeds come great brakes, and the Street Triple S realizes that, and comes with large 310mm dual floating disc with Nissan 2-piston sliding calipers on the front wheel and a single 220mm fixed disc with Brembo single-piston calipers studded on the rear wheel. The brakes, combined with features such as ABS and traction control, are a perfect match for this rev-happy engine. The Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 tires do a fabulous job of sticking to the tarmac despite the crazy amount of power and torque exerted on them. Finally, you also get 2 riding modes, rain and road. While most people buying this bike would be riding alone, Triumph has added a pillion seat on the new Street Triple S for added convenience. The rider seat has enough cushioning and the riding position is comfortable even for long rides, with the foot pegs being positioned appropriately. The only problem that some might have here would be due to the rather high seat height, which is set at 810 mm. The pillion seat is good for short trips and not really an ideal place for longer rides. You get Showa 41 mm upside down separate function forks at the front and a monoshock suspension at the back. The overall stiff suspension setup does a good job of keeping the ride steady through corners and counters a decent amount of bumps and jerks that you encounter. But still, this is not the most ideal setup for the bad and bumpy city roads. What the new Triumph Street Triple S is a love story between 3 cylinders and 2 wheels. It is not shy of power and torque, and it also comes with enough comforts and rider aids to please both amateurs and enthusiasts. And most of all, it has been priced competitively. While at 8.5 lakh rupees ex-showroom Delhi, it's still out of reach for a lot of normal folks. The price tag totally justifies the package that you get. Throw in an iconic design that has been there for decades, and you have a product that will make a lot of chaps miss a heartbeat or 3.